Hello, I am going to show you today how to make your own custom font from your handwriting and create a variety of different styles just from one word. So here's an example. So we have the word hello and then and a variety of styles. And you can see different styles in the notes of the video, and then you'll have interchangeable layers where you can use this for different things. And this is great for a logo or to make your posts and handwriting stand out. And also you could use this to create posters for a classroom or something like that. So you will start with a blank canvas and a dark color for the brush, and then a brush that has some style to the edges. So for instance, this shale brush, the edges of it have a little bit of texture, and that's really what you want. So I'm going to use shale. And then as far as the size goes, I want it to be kind of wide and completely opaque. So I'm going to go a little smaller. I'm around 28%. I'm going to test it out. Okay, I think that's good. And I am going to, I did hello. I think now I'll do goodbye. So we'll do G-O-O. We need a larger canvas. I definitely have large handwriting, and that's okay. So I'm going to increase my canvas size just slightly to make it wider. I chose a square at first. You know how easy it is to crop in Procreate, so we'll just crop that out later. And this will be a variety of things. It might also be a PNG with no background. So I think I'm going to do more of a print for this one. And any handwriting will work. So don't worry if your handwriting doesn't look like it was printed. You can write in script. However you write will work for this. It'll end up looking pretty cool. So I am done with that layer, and actually I think I'll crop it back down so I don't have so much space to work with. And now I'm going to work on the first layer. So this is my reference layer, which you can end up using later. The goodbye layer will stay there, and then I'll add a layer. And the next brush I want to use is the chalk brush. So let me make the background color something different so that you can see what I'm doing. And then I can still see the goodbye, and you need to be able to see your letters. Maybe I'll go a little tad bit lighter. And then on this layer, I want to choose the chalk brush, which is in your calligraphy set. And then that comes right with Procreate. No special brush is needed. And then I want the brush to be white for this. Now, once you learn this, you can change it up all you want. And I don't want a very wide brush, and I would like it to be completely opaque. And I am just going to outline these letters. I tend to press hard, so my brush gets pretty wide. If that's happening to you and you want it to be thinner, feel free to adjust. The reason why I wanted you to choose a brush that had some style to it is for these little dips and edges. So you're going to outline this just as it is, which might mean something like this is in it or this. If you end up with a little mistake or something you don't like, make sure you have an eraser. I tend to use the airbrushes for my eraser because they get very big and very small, and I need it to be small, and I need it to be full power. So I'm just going to give this a little smooth out, and then I keep going. Okay, so now I have this outlined. The next step, so you can take away the original, and this is one option. You can use this however you'd like to use this. You can take away the background, and you have just an outlined word. And now we're going to go a step further. So in my example, this outline was blue. So you can go back in, choose another color. We'll do the same as in the example. And you can just go right over your white outline. So you could use this to personalize, make names, plates, you know, anything that you want, something a little more custom, using your own handwriting. And we'll just outline this whole thing. I can take away the white. Something else that you can do, a very quick way to change the color of this, is I want to duplicate the white one, turn it back on, and then if you click on it and you choose Alpha Lock, and let's do kind of a pink color. You can, let's make this brush nice and big, you can paint this. And so this is nice also, not only to completely change the color, but you can also make it, so we'll make the brush big but very, a little more transparent. You can blend the color. So I'm still on the chalk brush, but if you actually choose a airbrush, we'll do a nice big soft brush, and we'll make that about that size, kind of medium here. What am I at? For opacity 68, and the size of the brush is around 7 or 8. You can do kind of like a gradient color. So this is all from the one original font, one original word. So here's another version. Every time you do this, you can share it. And when you hit share, you choose JPEG or PNG, depending if you want a background or not. If you export it without the background, you will end up with a floating image that you can lay on top of another color. So here's another option. Let's put my background color back on. So the black from the original handwriting is in there. And you can also, a nice idea is to turn down the opacity on that. And if you export it like this, it will be slightly transparent. You can export it with the background as a JPEG, and it'll look like, you know, it'll have a border and a background. One more option is I'm going to turn on my blue, turn off my black, and go take away my background again. And I want to go back to my white chalk, which is under calligraphy. And another option, you want to create a new layer that's under the blue layer. So it's right here, it's layer 5. And you can take your chalk, oops, way too big, make it nice and small, maybe a little more opaque. I'm at about 78 and 6. And you can color this in. Now, as you color this will take a little while. Also try to grab your edges. And because this will take so long, I'm going to show you on another example. So just keep coloring this. If you like to shade, you can press harder and lighter and make this go as a variegated or a gradient from light to dark. And let's go to my original example. we'll take this away, turn this back on. And here is an example of that. So I did, this actually was behind here originally. That's one way. This could be exported just like this. So you would click here, share, and then I move the white layer up to see what the blue would look behind it, export that. And then here is just the chalk. And I love the way this looks. So it looks just like a chalk drawing. If you have edges that you want to fix up, that's fine. You will have that. So you can do that with the chalk. But then also, if you need to, you can erase out. So you just want to make sure your eraser isn't real big. And then you can erase out these edges. So there's a lot of possibilities. And what you could end up with is a variety of different options. So this could get exported by itself. This can get exported. This can get exported. Then you can take away the blue, just export this one. And you could do different color backgrounds as well, or no background. So this is just a chalk drawing on top of the black layer, which makes it nice and bold. You could go in and touch this up if you didn't like the images sticking out. So that is just a variety of different ways that you can create a kind of a custom font with your own handwriting. And I encourage you to try different things. And let's take away our little chalk drawing for now and see what you can do. Try your own handwriting, maybe try someone else's handwriting. You can trace over it, and it would create a really nice gift. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to provide some more Procreate videos and tutorials.